Good morning, class. This is Group 4, and our topic is cultural diversity and the impacts on health. And the group members include Shaliza Mohammed, Selena Mohan, Mandesa Morin, Rihanna Noel Bolai, Kyrie Rampasad, and myself, J. Nicholas.
Culture is that which shapes us. It shapes our identity and influences our behavior. Culture is our way of being. More specifically, it refers to the shared language, beliefs, values, norms, behaviors, and material objects passed down from one generation to the next. Culture is a lens through which we evaluate everything around us. We evaluate what is proper or what is improper, normal or abnormal, through our culture. If we are immersed in a culture that is unlike our own, we may experience culture shock and become disoriented when we encounter a fundamentally different culture. People naturally use their own culture as a standard to judge other cultures. However, passing judgment could reach a level where people begin to discriminate against others whose ways of being are different than their own. Essentially, we tend to fear that which we do not understand. Cultural health refers to having a deep awareness of your personal culture and life experiences and understanding how they influence your value system, worldview, and practices. Recognizing and respecting the culture and life experiences of others, and intentionally taking time to empathize with, understand, and respect other perspectives. Ultimately, it refers to appreciating diversity of culture and experiences and working with others to enhance personal and community well-being through culturally responsive action. The term culturally diverse is often used interchangeably with multiculturalism. Sociologist Dr. Caleb Rosado, a leading expert in multiculturalism, defines cultural diversity as a system of beliefs and behaviors that recognizes and respects the presence of all diverse groups in an organization or society, acknowledges and values their socio-cultural differences, and encourages and enables their continued contribution within an inclusive cultural context, which empowers all within the organization or society. Essentially, cultural diversity is about bringing people together from a diverse set of backgrounds and cultures, then creating an environment that not only recognizes the differences between those cultures and backgrounds but celebrates them. It helps create a space for people to be authentically themselves. Dr. Caleb Rosado, who specializes in diversity and multiculturalism, describes several important actions involved in the definition of multiculturalism: recognition of the abundant diversity of cultures, respect for the differences, acknowledging the validity of different cultural expressions and contributions, valuing what other cultures offers, encouraging the contribution of diverse groups, empowering people to strengthen themselves and others to achieve their maximum potential by being critical of their own biases, and celebrating rather than just tolerating the differences to bring about unity through diversity. I'll now pass you on to my colleague.
Two theories that outline cultural health and cultural diversity on human development. The first theory is the cultural competence model. This theory recognizes the importance of understanding and respecting the cultural beliefs, values, and practices of diverse populations. It emphasizes that healthcare providers need to be culturally competent in order to effectively engage with individuals from different cultural backgrounds. By being aware of cultural differences and tailoring health promotion interventions accordingly, healthcare providers can ensure their services are accessible, acceptable, and effective for all. The second theory is the health belief model. This theory explores how an individual's cultural background and beliefs influence their perception of health risks and the likelihood of engaging in health promotion behaviors. It recognizes that cultural factors play a significant role in shaping attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors related to health. By understanding these cultural influences, health promoters can develop targeted interventions that resonate with specific cultural groups and increase the likelihood of positive health outcomes. Both of these theories highlight the importance of cultural health and diversity in human development. They emphasize the need to consider cultural factors when designing and implementing health promotion strategies. By embracing cultural diversity and tailoring interventions specific populations, we can promote health equality and improve overall well-being for everyone. I'll now pass you on to my colleague.
How does cultural health and cultural diversity health contribute to personal health? It contributes to personal health by having the ability to develop awareness of social norms and therefore an awareness of social norms and values to achieve a distinct sense of self. To understand that the reason people act and behave the way they do is because of how they define situations and not how the situations define them and control their behaviors or actions. Fostering the ability to connect with people in terms of building proactive and positive relationships and collaboration. It impacts your values, the healthy habits you develop, and perceptions of what is wrong and right. It also grants you the ability to positively impact the world and live with meaning and purpose due to being able to empathize and understand others. I'll now pass you on to my colleague.
How to live a healthy lifestyle in a culturally diverse society. Living in a culturally diverse society can be very difficult and may present some individuals with many challenges. However, there are many ways persons can live a healthy lifestyle in a culturally diverse society. Some of these ways are: be open and try not to appropriate. Persons can make living in a culturally diverse society easier by being open to new cultures and their traditions and practices. They should refrain from being judgmental or exclusive, as this can make the process harder. Instead, they can try to learn more about the different cultures and find ways to incorporate them into their daily routines. Balance and adaptation. Individuals can try to balance cultural practices from the diverse society with their own. By doing this, they can be presented with a larger variety of ways in which they can live a healthy lifestyle and take care of themselves. This is also a great way for them to learn more about the different cultures in their society and can aid with the adaptation process. Healthcare. Having access to healthcare is an important aspect of leading a healthy lifestyle, and therefore everyone should be sure that they have access to a healthcare provider they are comfortable with and can cater to their needs. Persons can talk to members of their society and learn more about the healthcare options available for them. Individuals should always ensure they have proper access to healthcare services that are respectful and understanding of their cultural background, as this will make them feel seen and comfortable. Balanced diet. Living in a culturally diverse society provides individuals with a wider range of food and drink choices. They can try to incorporate the varying cuisines, fruits, vegetables, and health drinks from the different cultures. Having a balanced diet is important in maintaining a healthy lifestyle, so persons should always refrain from consuming too many sugary beverages or foods that contain too many unhealthy fats. They can communicate with members of the varying cultures and learn more about what food options are available and beneficial to them. Lastly, physical activity. Keeping active is an important aspect of living a healthy lifestyle. It keeps our body active and can help with conditions such as diabetes, obesity, and maintaining a healthy blood pressure reading. There are many ways individuals can engage in physical activity in a culturally diverse society, such as finding different activities that they enjoy, whether it's traditional dances, yoga, sports, or any form of physical activity from the different cultures. While living in a culturally diverse society can present some challenges, there are many ways individuals can work around them to find ways that align with their health goals. The above mentioned are some ways persons can do so. These, along with many others, can aid in ensuring individuals have the opportunity to live their best healthy lifestyle despite any difficulties they may encounter. Okay, so I pass you on to my colleague.
Culturally, our own families have their own norms and values when it comes to relationships. So how does family, community, and friendship influence cultural diversity and well-being? Firstly, family. The cultural beliefs of individual family members and the entire family inform decisions made about the child and the family. Culture shape our views on key issues such as family roles and goals, caregiving practices, learning, education, school, readiness, child behaviors, and the nature of child self. It also shapes values, norms, traditions, and conformity. Different cultures have different patterns for family formation, of the size of the family and the number of children in the household. And in some cultures, living with older generation in the household carry on old traditions. Secondly, the different community. Different cultures have their own beliefs and interests which they can share to offer alternative ways of doing things. When children and young people grow up to understand and appreciate and respect the culture, racial and ethnic diversity around them, they gain positive and accepting community, which benefits everyone. This benefits individuals because when people feel accepted, respected, and included, they have better mental health. When diversity is valued and respected, people are more likely to develop a sense of belonging to their community and social connections to others. It promotes peace and provides a sense of identity for communities. Friends. Having friends from different cultures promotes multiculturalism. It helps you accept people from different races and ethnicities for the uniqueness and shows how to practice beliefs from yours. When friends present ideas and thoughts that are different from each other, they can gain a fuller understanding of each other and the whole world as a whole. I'll pass you on to the next person.
Firstly, to begin, culture significantly impacts social policy development. Countries with long-term orientation may plan for crisis, but COVID-19 was a severe crisis that few were prepared for. Some researchers, such as Galfan et al. In 2021, concluded that strict cultures are correlated with previous outbreaks of different diseases. Thus, countries with strict cultures form communities to organize people to work together during a crisis period. In contrast, countries with lost cultures prioritize individual freedom and privacy. Next slide, please. Although individualism is negatively related to the purpose of social distance practice, collectivism has been found to be positively related to perceived concerns and anxieties about the risk of COVID-19 infection. Simply, the capacity of systems to offer care to patients with various values, beliefs, and behaviors, including modifying the way care is delivered to fix patients' social, cultural, and linguistic needs, is referred to as cultural diversity in healthcare. Social support includes interpersonal communication interaction, love and understanding, caring and concern, affection and companionship, financial assistance, and respect and acceptance. There's also research evidence that social support lowers the levels of the stress hormone cortisol and can lower heart rate, a sense of belonging. This helps protect against stress, depression, and anxiety. One study even suggests a feeling of belonging can help protect against the psychological impact of COVID-19. Next slide. For the communication part, there are many ways in which person can adapt to communication due to COVID-19. As life has drastically changed, learning new ways to interact, such as asking for clarification or requesting video conferencing, can be challenging but achievable. Audio communication and some aspects of video, crucial elements of non-verbal expression and in-person masks prevent us from picking up on important facial cues. From a communication strategist, Cheryl Dixon, that suggests using language and tone to express emotions such as smiling or asking questions to balance communication in video chats. She also suggests checking in for understanding and minimizing distractions to increase engagement and strengthen interaction. Being mindful of one's surrounding and avoiding multitasking can be helpful to reduce boredom and disinterest. The deaf and hard of hearing community is especially affected due to the way masks muffle voices and inhibit lip reading. Ms. Gina Beckham, a deaf writer and editor, have suggested using masks with transparent windows to help those who rely on reading lips and facial cues expression communicate more effectively. They aren't frequently utilized, however, and the weakness is that it is not something the deaf person can do away. The person we're trying to understand must wear them. However, people who are blind often compensate for the blindness of depending on their other senses, which become increasingly difficult under COVID-19 health precautions such as physical distance, face masks, and gloves over time with practice of the person that take care of them. To conclude, experts agree with at that time we must be willing to adapt to this new normal to be protected. And now I'll pass you on to my colleague to conclude this presentation.
In conclusion, cultural health and cultural diversity play significant roles in human development. By recognizing and respecting different cultural beliefs and values and practices, we can promote inclusivity and ensure that health promotion efforts are effective for diverse populations. The cultural competence model and the health belief model are two theories that highlight the importance of considering cultural factors in health promotion. By embracing cultural diversity, tailoring interventions, and promoting health equality, we can foster positive human development and improve overall well-being.